Okay, we are this next problem you got started with in class, but we're going to talk about take you through part of the process of buying a home. Some of you are young enough that you have not bought a home yet. Some of this you will just reiterate what you already know about it. We're going to, for this problem, we're going to be planning for buying a house in the future, and so what the information is today is not going to change. So you found a house in Round Rock that you really like and has a sale price of $300,000. I don't know how you found a house in Round Rock for $300,000, but you did. You find a lender who offers a mortgage at 3.125% for 30 years, but the loan amount cannot exceed 90% of the purchase price, which is called loan-to-value ratio. This means that you must make a down payment of 10% of your purchase price. Okay, so what is the amount of the down payment? 10% of the purchase price is 10% of 300,000, which is 0.10 times 300,000, which is 30,000. Okay, you don't have 30,000. So you want to purchase the house in 4 years. You're going to put money in an account each month to save for the down payment. You found an account that earns 2.75%. How much do you need to put into the account each month to have enough for the payments in 4 years? Okay, well, this is a savings with a periodic payment, and we want to know what the payment is equal to. So that tells us that we are going to use this formula right here. It is periodic payment, savings, and we're solving for the payment. Okay, so the other things that I need to know then are the principal, the APR, the N, and the Y. I'm going to do that over here. Okay, all this comes from the problem. Okay, so we know that it earns 2.75%, which is 0.0275. The payment, we're looking for the down payment, so that's going to be 30,000. Each month is going to be, N is 12, and for 4 years. So our payment is going to equal our principal, or our amount accrued, that's an A, by the way, sorry about that, times 0.0275 divided by 12, divided by, open 2 parentheses, 1 plus 0.0275 divided by 12 to the 12 times 4 minus 1 and close parentheses. And when I do that, I get that the payment is $591.97. Okay, so if I put almost $600 a month in the bank, then in 4 years I'll have enough money for the down payment. Okay, all right, so now let's talk about getting the loan. What is the amount of the loan? Well, it's going to be the price minus the down payment, which is 300,000 minus 30,000, which is 270,000. Okay. What will be the monthly payment on the loan? So this is a loan with a periodic payment, and we want to know what the payment is equal to. So a periodic payment loan, finding the payment, is this formula. Okay, so I need a principal amount, which is the loan amount, The APR, I'm going to go back to the original problem, 3.125%. So that's going to be 0.03125. It is a 30-year loan. And it is a monthly payment. Okay, so N equals 12 and Y equals 30. Okay, so your payment is going to be 270,000 times 0.03125 divided by 12, all divided by 1 minus 1 plus 0.03125 divided by 12 to the negative 12 times 30. And you get that the payment is $1,156.61. Okay, so what is the total of the payments if you pay it off in 30 years? So that is going to be the payment times the number of payments, which is 1156.61, 12 payments a year for 30 years, and that's going to be $416,379.60. What would the total interest be? It's going to be the total payments minus the principal, which is $416,379.60 minus the 270,000, which gives you $146,379.60. What is the interest as a percent of the amount paid? So that's just going to be the interest divided by the total payments, which is 146,379.60 divided by 416,379.60, and you get 35.16%. Okay. All right. Well, you're still shopping for lenders, which is done all the time, not a big deal. But now you find another lender who offers a 15-year loan at 2.75%. Okay. What will be the monthly payment on the loan? Well, I'm going to use the same formula up here to find the monthly payment. Okay, so I know that I'm looking for the payment. I know the principal is $270,000, same loan amount. The APR has changed. It is now 0.0275. The N is 12 because it's still monthly, and the Y is 15. So I'm going to use this same formula here. The payment is equal to 270,000 times 0.0275 divided by 12 divided by 1 minus 1 plus 0.0275 divided by 12 to the negative 12 times 15. And I get that the payment is $1832.28. The total of all the payments is the payment times the number of payments, which is 1832.28. 12 payments a year for 15 years, and that is $329,810.40. What is the total interest? That is going to be the total payments minus the principal, which gives me $329,810.40 minus 270, which is $59,810.40. What is the interest as a percent of the amount paid? Of course, that is going to be interest divided by the total payments, which is $59,810.40 divided by the 329, which is 18.13%. Now, of course, this last one is what we talked about before. It's going to depend on your personal circumstance. Do you want the house paid off in 15 years? If you do that, every payment applies more towards the principal. You pay less interest. You can't afford that. You need to go with a 30-year. You know, it's all depending upon your own personal circumstance. Okay. All right. So, this is if you found the house first. Okay, and you know what you need to do in order to achieve the house. But let's say you just want to start savings and see what happens. So, in order to accumulate enough money for a down payment on a house, a couple deposits $300 per month into an account paying 6% APR. How much money will be in the account in 5 years? All right, so what have we got here? What we have here is a savings, periodic payment, and we want to know what is that accumulated balance. We know what the payment is. So I've got periodic payment, savings, and I want that accumulated balance. Okay, so what does the problem tell me? I need to know what A is. I know that the payment is 300. The APR is 0.06. The N is 12 and the Y is 5. So I know the accumulated amount in the account is going to be the payment, which is $300, times one plus the APR divided by N to the N times the number of years minus 1, all divided by the APR divided by N. And you get that in 5 years, the couple will have $20,931.01 in that account. If they use all the money they've saved to make a 10% down payment on the house, what is the purchase price of the house? Okay. Well, we're going to have to say, all right, 10% of what is the down payment? So this is going to be 0.10. We don't know. That's what we're trying to find, is the $20,931.01. These are the kind of problems that we really had difficulty with in Unit 2. To get the x by itself, I divide both sides by 0.10. Undoing multiplication is division. And that gives me that x is $209,310.09. And who knows what prices will be in 5 years. Okay. Continuing on with stuff about houses and all the different ways that you can accumulate what you need in order to get a house. A newly married couple has $10,000 towards the purchase of a house. For the type of loan they are interested in buying, they estimate that a $15,000 down payment will be necessary. If they invest $10,000 at 5% compounded quarterly for 4 years, will they have enough for the down payment? If not, estimate when the account will reach $15,000. Okay, this of course is a savings lump sum compounded. So lump sum compounded, and I want to know the amount in the account. So I want to know what A is equal to. Okay. Well, the amount they're putting in the bank is $10,000. The APR is 5%, so that's 0.05. The N is compounded quarterly, so that's going to be 4. And they're putting it in for 4 years, so that is also 4. So we're going to go back to the compound interest formula. A is equal to P, whoops, and that's 10,000, times 1 plus the APR divided by N to the N times Y. And I'm going to do this differently. So 10,000, I think I did it wrong. 1 plus 0.05 divided by 4 to the 4 times 4. And the answer is $12,198.90. Okay. So do they have enough? No. Well, let's just estimate. Let's see if when it will reach 15,000, let's just change this to 5. So if I estimate this, that y equals 5, let's try that. So A is 10,000 times 1 plus 0.05 over 4 to the 4 times 5. Okay, that's going to be 12,820 and 37 cents. So let's go to 20. Or let's go to 10 years and let's see. Well, that put me over. So let's try it again. Let's try 9 years. Now, my calculator has the ability that I can just look at this and see. And it actually turns out that it's 9 years. So if y equals 9, A equals 10,000 times 1 plus 0.05 divided by 4 to the 4 times 9, and I get 15,639. So if they want to buy a house in 5 years, they're going to, or in 4 years, they're going to have to put more money in the bank. Okay, so enough about houses. All right, let's talk about cars because we all want a car. Okay, so Lee wants to buy a car. His main concern is the total amount he pays for the car. So option 1 offers 5% APR on a 60-month note for a $35,000 car with a $4,000 rebate. Option 2 offers 1% APR on a 72-month note for the same $35,000 car with no rebate. Which is the better option? Okay, so let's just split this down the middle and let's look at option 1 and option 2. Okay, so for option 1, okay, these are both periodic payments, loans, and we want to find the payment. Okay. So, option 1, we want to find the payment. We know that the principal is after the rebate is applied. So that's going to be 35,000 minus 4,000, which is 31,000. Okay. Then let's see, it's a 5%, so the APR is equal to 5% or 0.05. The N their monthly payments, so that's 12. And the Y, it says 60 months, which is 5 years. Okay, so the payment is 31,000 times 0.05 divided by 12 divided by 1 minus 1 plus 0.05 divided by 12 to the negative 12 times 5. So the payment is $585.10. But he is concerned about the total amount paid for the car. So the total paid is $585.10 times the 60 payments, which is $35,100. Okay, so for option 2, and I'm going to space this a little bit different for us, we want to know what the payment is. We know that the principal, there is no rebate. So it is the full $35,000. The APR is 1% or 0.01. The N is monthly, and now this is 6 years because it's 72 months. So the payment is equal to the 35,000 times 0.01 divided by 12 divided by 1 minus, 1 plus 0.01 divided by 12 to the negative 12 times 6, which means that the payment is $501.40. But the total paid is $501.40 times 72, which becomes $36,074.88. So option 1 is where he would want to go, because the total of the payments, here he's paying $35,000, here he's paying $36,000. Okay, so you are applying for a $250,000 home loan. Actually, I'll quit here. I'm not going to be able to fit this all in one video, so I'll just quit here and do another one. Okay.